Garbage in real life be like,
Oh my god!
while garbage in the anime world is like... Gachiakuta is a manga title that literally translates to garbage. I'm not joking when I say that because the title literally translates to garbage. I don't remember when the last time garbage was interesting to me, but clearly this manga has my interest. The story starts off with a little girl that decides to throw away a stuffed bunny just because of a little tear, where we slowly get introduced to a character named Rado. The dialogue in the manga says that humans are very quick to throw items away in this world even if the item still had value to it. Also, in this manga there's a giant cliff called the Abyss, where all the garbage gets disposed of, and nobody knows what is at the bottom of it. After getting an introduction to the character named Rado and seeing how unfortunate his circumstances are, a series of events leads to him being framed for a crime and thrown into the abyss. Just like that. He is in the abyss. After falling down, Rado gets chased by a trash monster, saved by a guy in a mask, almost dies, and then he figures out he has crazy powers that can turn any item into a lethal weapon. Of course, we find out later that there's more Abyss people, and every single Abyss person has an emotional attachment to an item, and because they're emotionally attached to that item, it literally becomes a weapon of their choice, and Rudo's only special because he can make any item a Jinky. Yes, did I mention it's called Jinkies, like Scooby-Doo? Now, the premise of this manga is definitely not a normal story. I feel as if this manga makes a good point by saying we humans are easy to throw things away when they're only a little flawed. It's kind of sad to see that I can literally compare and contrast real life with this manga, because trust me, there are a lot of people who would throw something away that can be fixed in literally like a minute. It makes me feel truly grateful that I literally hold on to things till they truly lose their full value. I've been using the same exact microphone for 6 years and have not had a problem with it besides needing to buy a new cable, which I still haven't done. You know, I should probably go do that. If Gachiakuta gets an anime adaptation, I am sure it has the potential to be a Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen contender. It really doesn't hesitate with being absolutely brutal the first few chapters with how the main character is being treated. Story time. Once upon a time... Once upon a time... Once upon a... Hey! Hey! Hey, you! I'm trying to talk here, dude. This manga kind of reminds me of the time that I went to New York City and saw something truly horrendous happen. If you guys saw what I saw, I'm sure we would be riding out on the streets for justice. We will become vengeance. We will protest on the streets for justice. After I tell the story, of course. I was walking down a sidewalk after just going shopping, and I'm waiting to cross the street. The usual. As I am waiting to cross the street, I see a little kid with a Kinder Egg. This is when the horrible event happens. This is the event that causes the riots out on the streets. The kid proceeds to unwrap the Kinder Egg from the foil and proceeds to take the chocolate off. Not to eat it, but to throw the perfectly pristine chocolate and proceed to stomp on it just so he can get his toy. You wanna know my reaction when I saw that? My reaction when I saw all that chocolate go to waste. Dude, I could have eaten the chocolate. You could have literally gave me the chocolate and I would have ate it. I have no problem eating the chocolate. Just don't throw it on the ground. Now you guys understand why I want to go out on the streets and riot over this, even though it was like a few years ago. This story of how a Kinder Egg chocolate died on the sidewalk is a perfect example of how humans tend to put perfect things to waste and throw them away subconsciously. R.I.P. Kinder Egg chocolate. You will be missed. Take a look at fast food restaurants. They throw away pounds of literal food. Literal pounds of food. You can literally look into a McDonald's dumpster and probably find a bunch of Big Macs just sitting there. If they're going to be wasting food, they're going to have to send it to me. I will single-handedly eat everything. Also, the dude with the mask has a cool umbrella, and the umbrella has powers. So, yeah.